Today is November 10th, 2010, and we are here to celebrate the life of Pat Stelwagen. She was, as we all know, such a wonderful, wonderful educator and someone who always thought of others before herself. And we are here to remember her and reflect on the wonderful educator and humanitarian she was.
This was like his kindergarten.
Back in the old days. We had I think it was a big surprise for everyone that Pat was even sick. And so, you know, she didn't want any fuss, no cards, no flowers, no. What did she know though? You know, we really needed to express ourselves, I think, and let everybody together. And Roy Takeuchi will be filming this, or taping this, as they say, taping. And he's going to put it on YouTube. So we'll be famous, but I wanted to let you know, we all just immediately felt like we needed to do something. We needed to let her know, we needed to let each other know how much we appreciated her and all the things that she had done. Look, because I'll forget. And it was Jeannie Izant. Oh, Jeannie, raise your hand, Jeannie. Okay. And Sandy Shigamura, Janet Wright. Oh, she's running late, but she helped with ideas for setting up the tables and stuff. So program, we wanted to give you time to not only talk to each other, but to talk about Pat a little bit. But before we do that, I want to bring Janet Wright up here because we talked about what can we do, you know, faculty members, community. She worked a lot in the community too, so we were on the foundation together as a Citizens Advisory Council together. So she was a community person as well as just the Berryessa district. So we talked about several ideas, and Janet came up with a great idea, the bench. And since I've been locked out of this place a couple times waiting for a meeting, I thought, oh, bench is good.
And so the police officers all got together, and they had a bench donated in his honor in Golden Gate Park. And it's just wonderful because you always see his name entering Golden Gate Park. So I thought, you know, it would be really great if we could do something for Berryessa, the Berryessa School District. And I heard from Virgie and Carol Marr, they went to see Pat, and they heard the story. Don't tell them not to come. Tell them not to come. Tell them to do something very special for somebody else in my name. That's what I want them to do. But when you build it for many, many years, and we all wanted to come to say we love you. So we thought that would be a really nice tribute to Pat to have a bench in her honor. I thought it was going to be bigger. But this is kind of what the bench looks like. Obviously, a little bit of Nordstrom's. It's made out to Berryessa Education Foundation. And I just, looking at all of you right here, and I'm so touched that you all came. And we did come, Pat. We came because you built this district, and we were getting everything together. And thanks for all the food. And it's so great to see all your faces. So this is
say it to the whole group, that'd be fine too. But we'll give you, 5-10 minutes to just chat among yourselves. Start chit chat.
Oh, start to Oh, yeah. What's that?
She, every morning, she came in to advice from her. Did she ever leave? Yeah, right. And she did. That was sort of, I thought, over and above, but that's Pat, was I was working here late when I went home, and she was still here. And I'm home, and I only live a mile away. I'm in the kitchen cooking, and I thought, I haven't heard from my daughter. This was BC before cell phones. And so I called up the girlfriend she was doing homework with, and says, is Sarah there? She says, oh no, she left. I says, she wasn't supposed to leave. She was supposed to call me. She, it's dark, she can't talk. And she says, oh, not a problem, Mrs. Brady. Your boss came and picked her up. I said, what? My boss? She says, oh, anyways. And all of a sudden, a car pulls up in front of my house. There's Pat bringing home my daughter. And I said, Sarah, why? You had the assistant superintendent pick you up from your girlfriend's house? She goes, Mom, I called home, you weren't home. I says, okay, I was in transit. And I called the office. Mrs. Stelwagen answered and says, not a problem, Sarah, I'll pick you up. But the next day, Pat, being Pat, says, relax, Pat, it's okay. I enjoy connecting with the children. But I just, how would you feel if the assistant superintendent leaves work? And a lot of people are shy. And I'm like,
You're going on YouTube. She's not lying to me, and so I asked her where she went. She's, I'd like to have a helmet on, but sometimes I take the helmet off so my hair will go blow.
Well, you just lost the special moment that I shared about. I found out, this was a number of years ago, that for fun, when she had free time, and gosh, we know that she always worked very hard, that for fun she would run around her house chasing Frank or being chased by him.
I never knew that was one of the few things that I just was amazed about Pat, that I never knew she could do and would do for enjoyment. And that was one of my surprises, that she flew around in planes. Another Amelia Earhart in our midst.
And she was in and out of sleep, and basically what I went for was to pray with her because she was Catholic, and so we did a rosary, very strong Catholic. We did a rosary and some prayers, and I had brought her communion. So it was very nice, and it was good. Yeah. And then 2 days later, she died. But she smiled and she talked. She didn't talk that much, but I knew she was listening to me. So it was very nice. It brought closure for me right there.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. But everybody there knew her because I got lost in there, and I said, I came to visit Mrs. Stelwagen. And the lady said, oh, I know where she's at. And from the front to the back, this lady walked me, and I said, boy, you really know your patients here.
What a nice place then.
Yeah, they really knew her. And, yeah.
She's one of those that probably wouldn't person.
Yeah.
She's one of those that probably would, I'm okay, kind of thing. So,
Yeah, it was nice.
I don't know. Pat did a lot for me.
Pat did a lot for everybody.
I know. She never. She was like always there for everybody. And let me get out of the way here. I know. I look so
Special, and we were part of the district.